Okay, so obviously we talked. I thought it was going to take a little bit longer, but I just got a call from IGC, and so this is what we are thinking, and gave a green light. So I think we do want to move forward with it, but we are a little bit off from that previous offer. We actually sent someone back again today to recheck out that foundation stuff. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see the pictures again. But we're right there. 136. Yeah, so 136,700 was what we got approved for on it.
Okay, so I know she won't go lower than 140. 140 was already really, really low for her, just because
So
of,
close.
I guess, like having to sell and it's listed for a different amount, basically. But
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure, like maybe I think that was the reason, like she kind of reduced the price lower than what it's listed for, just to factor in a lot of those components of what she knew needed to be done, like some things like with the trees and a few of the other things that were like unfinished.
Yeah, and so that's obviously very fair, and she's probably gonna hate me for that one, but the only issue is we do this all day every day, right? So we pretty much know what we're getting into, but when you start talking about foundation stuff and tree stuff and plumbing and electrical, where sometimes this kind of gets involved is sometimes some unknowns pop up.
What were they seeing exactly? So, I mean, maybe that's something I can share with her too. But what exactly were they seeing regarding like foundation?
I'll get the wording from them that I can kind of copy and paste over to you.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't want to misspeak too much on that, because they were just coming to me and saying, hey, yeah, they were correct on what they were saying. That's what we saw, and so they sent the guy back today again just to confirm it. This, and to put it out there as well, is your seller and are you guys open to using our preferred title company?
So seller actually has their own closing attorney that they typically use. So, I mean, I guess like why would you guys want them to specifically use yours?
Because we have them on retainer, so I could go ahead and pay for their closing costs.
Okay, so you would pay for the closing costs if they did it that way.
Yeah, and so hoping that
Might, I guess, like if you guys would cover closing costs, I think that might somehow factor into what the initial offer was, just because she would kind of still be pretty much getting. She's gonna more than likely end up with the same net, is what I'm thinking. So as long as she would end up with the same net, I think that we could make something work with that for sure.
Okay. Well, let's do this then.
What about? Are you guys? Do you have like your own agent or?
So no. So I will not bring an agent to the deal. That was actually going to be my next point.
Okay.
I'm trying to bridge that as much as I can for you.
Okay. So I mean, I could do both parts of the deal, but would you guys pay your own agent fee? Like if I did like a price improvement in the commission or something, or? Like maybe instead of the typical 3%, 2%.
The only issue
and
is
that way we use your title company to keep everything cohesive.
Yeah, and so let's see, because that would be usually my number is my all-in number and I can if we use the title company, I can then add the title fees on top of it. Usually the number does have to include the compensation. So I'm wondering if there's a better way to word this so that we can then make that happen. Like if we were to say, we'll cover you 2%, we'll just make it an even 135, but we will cover the buy side commission at 2% as well as the closing fees. How do you think that sounds?
Yeah, I think that sounds better.
Okay.
I can see that being more efficient, just because I know the wording specifically has to be on there. And like I said, as long as I have her net sheet from her current title company, so as long as she's going to net the same, even if we did go ahead and close with you guys, I think that would still work.
Okay. I think I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure I could get this approved. I'll just, and if not, I can pull a little bit of money out of my own pocket and make it happen. So this is what I think we should do then. I think we should do we'll make it 135 plus your 2% plus closing cost. And if she's good with that, you give us, I think, what's the date today? Today's the 11th. I'm pretty sure it's going to have to be probably done quickly here, but there's a slight chance we can close it before Thanksgiving. So, but we would probably need an answer, sooner than later if possible.
You said you might need the what? I'm sorry.
I'm saying if we, so typically we need like 14, 15 days to close.
Okay.
That being said, Thanksgiving's on the 27th, so we're getting right up against Thanksgiving.
Okay, do you think that if we get it under contract today?
I think there's a good chance we can close before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I can go ahead and talk to her and, like I said, go ahead and get it signed. Okay, so let me make sure I got the details right. So when I draft the offer, we have it in there. We'll set up a 14-day close. I'll try to factor the date for close before Thanksgiving. And then 2% bar agent commission, I'll put that there. And you guys are saying offer 135, covering sellers' closing costs. Okay. And then closing costs, and then 2% buyer agent commission. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me look at her net sheet, and then, like I said, as long as she's gonna be able to net typically the same, but I think I would need to speak to your title company as well. So I'm sure they can probably do a comparable to ensure that we can make that happen.
Okay. All right. Let's run with that.
What was your title company? What was the title company that you guys typically use? How do you spell that?
ST here. Actually, I can literally send it. I can text it over to you.
Okay, yes, you can text it to me. I'll go ahead and get everything drafted up and put it in there, and then I'll reach out to them and share the net sheet that I have, because I just want to make sure if she's going to net the same, then I know she's okay with that.
Okay. Yeah, this would be great. So I think if all that is agreed upon, we can get it signed today, and try to get it in before Thanksgiving, and hopefully everyone's happy.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Who, I guess, will be the buyer for this? Is it?
It will. So I could text that to you. It should be on the offer, but it will be. So the buyer is the company, and then the signor will be my full name.
Okay, got it. I'll have to go back to. Is it Triton Real Estate Group?
It would be Triton REI Group.
Okay. Can you text it to me? I want to make sure I have it correctly when I write it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also, let me make sure. We'll want to have. Our stipulations really won't apply too much to this, but we do put them on the contract no matter what, right? Like we obviously don't want a new lease signed.
She's not going to put it on the lease. Yes.
I've heard that before. But so this is and like I said, like I know that's not going to happen, but it's just an SOP that we do put these on the contract no matter what, and they are a little bit long, so it might have to be on an addendum. But there is other terms in here that again most likely won't apply, but like buyer will not pay back due fees, violation, liens, outstanding HOA fees, stuff like that. So what I can do is I'll just send you the full offer email so you have all the information in there for you. It did come.
I'll just paste it in a contract form, and I'll go ahead and reach out to the title company today, so I know exactly. I kept them before they close. I can see if we can go ahead and make the numbers work.
Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and put all the information out there for you. And I think that it was my acquisition rep was the one that sent it before. So the new one will come from my email, which is james@TritonREIGroup.com.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.